Peter denies Jesus. Then they seized him and led him away, bringing him into the high priest's house. But Peter was following at a distance. When they had kindled a fire in the middle of the courtyard and sat down together, Peter sat among them. Then a female servant, seeing him in the firelight, stared at him and said, "This man also was with him." But he denied it, saying, "Woman, I do not know him." A little later, someone else, on seeing him, said, "You also are one of them." But Peter said, "Man, I am not." Then about an hour later, still another kept insisting, "Surely this man also was with him, for he's a Galilean." But Peter said, "Man, I do not know what you are talking about." At that moment, while he was still speaking, the cock crowed. The Lord turned and looked at Peter. Then Peter remembered the word of the Lord, how he had said to him, "Before the cock crows today, you will deny me 3 times." And he went out and wept bitterly. I am the cock that crowed. It's what I'm best known for, my unique selling point. You know, some of the rabbis tried to ban me from the city. They said it wasn't becoming to raise chickens in Jerusalem. They said that we were a nuisance and a liability, that we knock over pots when we ruffle our wings, that we peck people's dough and fruit, that we scratch up the seedlings from the ground and strip the young leaves. They weren't wrong. I take what I can get, and I'll try eating more or less anything I can catch. Those rabbis who wanted us gone, though, they lost the fight. You see, people like the taste of our hen's eggs and the cockerel's flesh. Not to mention that they like to set us cockerels to fighting one another. They have a saying about us: "Battered his body and blind each eye, he rallies his courage and faint still crows. For death he prefers to slavery." We're tenacious. I've heard that the man the soldiers brought in had compared himself to a mother hen, guarding her chicks under her wings. He must love the people, because hens are ferocious when it comes to their children. But I'm not a brooding mother or a fighting cock. No, I have an altogether more prestigious role. I am the temple cockerel. I am a skilled astronomer. I recall the priests to their business and labour, and do not allow the sunrise to creep upon them unawares. I herald the coming day with my song, and I herald the song itself with a rousing of my wings against my sides. That night, my song was not needed, because the temple precinct was in commotion. Jesus, led in roughly by soldiers, and everyone in the city who could stay awake, gathered to see what would become of this mercurial man. Some pressed close to witness what was happening, and others hung back in the gloom, letting the dancing shadows of the firelight be their disguise. Normally, when I crow, people look at me. That's half the reason that I do it. And as usual, people turned as I cried out into the night. Jesus turned his head too, but it wasn't to look at me. He picked out one man in the crowd with a reckoning stare that proved too much, and the man fled.